What will Theta certainly be worth in 2025? We accept the cost of Theta will explicitly be somewhere in the range of $30 and $100. In light of the few cost expectations we have found in an especially significant manner, we accept Theta will really be somewhat worth, certainly substantially more by 2025, in light of the fact that it completes three things well overall, which explicitly is very huge. To start with, Theta has an item that is popular, basically for video real-time. Second, the group behind Theta generally is astonishing at executing their guide and appear to be continually working on their application. Third, Theta has an organization that is an impetus to be essential for, by sharing data transfer capacity, which in every practical sense is very huge. Hence, Theta can possibly be worth sort of much genuinely more than its certainly current cost. What will Theta in a real sense be somewhat worth in 2025, which is very huge? It is difficult to especially tell precisely the way that very much Theta will be worth in 2025. Amazingly, we explicitly realize that Theta has an extraordinary item with a strong group behind it in a sort of huge manner. It isn't by and large difficult to, in every practical sense, explain why the group behind Theta are so certain about what they have fabricated. We accept Theta basically can possibly be especially worth a lot more than its, in every practical sense, current cost. Incredibly, by 2025, it for the most part is sensible to sort of expect that most of enormous video real-time stages will basically coordinate with blockchain or something like Theta to take care of the issue of commonly high transfer speed costs for their video content shoppers. Incredibly, taking into account the outcome of stages like Jerk and YouTube, joined with the need to find an answer for high transfer speed costs looked by huge stages, we in a real sense accept Theta can't remain at its genuinely current value in opposition to mainstream thinking. We explicitly have seen a few cost expectations over the recent months that reach from $10 to $60 per Theta token, or so they thought. The most bullish forecast we have seen explicitly was by the group at gov.capital, who assessed that Theta token could be valued at $63.96, with 5% of worldwide video traffic in somewhere around 5 years, which is very huge. We accept this is an exceptionally safe gauge, and all things considered, Theta will really develop to, in a real sense, become quite possibly of the most important token on the planet by 2025. The vast majority of the other value expectations are similarly moderate, and not many generally appear to sort of accept that Theta will, for the most part, hit $50 by 2025. Considering what we are familiar Theta and its market, we most certainly feel sure about assessing that it is probably going to be worth somewhere in the range of $20 and $100 by 2025. The most safe approximation would put its worth at multiple times its ongoing cost, or somewhere near $40.60 for each token. Incredibly, on the off chance that Theta can for the most part coordinate with stages kind of, for example, Facebook and YouTube, which we truly think it truly has a decent possibility doing inside the sort of next 2 or 3 years, then it appears to be logical that its cost will be in every practical sense worth a lot more than $60 by 2025 in an all things considered significant way. We gauge that Theta ought to hit $100 per token by 2025, assuming it gets the amazing chance to develop at a similar rate as video real-time stages like YouTube, or so they sort of thought. Obviously, it for the most part is difficult to understand what Theta will accomplish concerning market entrance inside the following decade. In light of our examination, notwithstanding, we emphatically accept that Theta can be worth a lot more than its ongoing cost. Will Theta hit $10 in 2023? There are a few brokers and cost investigators who, for the most part, accept that Theta will fundamentally hit $10 per sort of token toward the finish of 2023. Given its ongoing value, this in a real sense is a reasonable situation in an unobtrusive manner. In any case, the way to $10 this year won't be simple for Theta. As of now, the especially token appears to commonly be battling underneath $10 and has been exchanging underneath this point since commonly early May 2021, which explicitly is genuinely huge. In any case, on the off chance that the market is good enough for Theta, it generally is certainly conceivable that the symbolic can, especially for the most part, keep up with its cost above $10, while keeping a market cap of more than $3 billion, or so they thought. We in a real sense are truly confident that this is a very confident objective, considering that Theta verged on hitting this point toward the beginning of September 2021, in the wake of going as sort of high as $9.2, or so they thought. Nonetheless, the degree of market unpredictability we have seen for this present year could not basically be positive enough for Theta to keep up with this sticker cost for any time allotment. In this way, we truly do generally feel that Theta generally has a kind of good possibility hitting $10 toward the finish of 2023. However, it could take somewhat longer than anticipated. A few value examiners are a piece skeptical about Theta coming to $10 before the current year's over. For example, Computerized Coin Cost predicts that the resource will close the year at $4.44 per coin, while accepts it will in a real sense be around $5.03. Wallet Financial Backer has the most hopeful expectation at $9.12 toward the finish of 2021. While genuinely lengthy figure has the least at $3.04 in an unpretentious manner. Based on these forecasts, we figure Theta will most likely exchange around $3.09 before the current year's over and could make a sluggish move to reach $10, which explicitly is very critical. Would it be a good idea for me I hold Theta until 2025 in an unpretentious manner? We surely generally think so. At its kind of current sticker cost, we can't see any justification for why you ought to sell your tokens, regardless of whether they twofold in worth, and they could undoubtedly over 2 times. Financial backers would in any case be checking a sound return out. We gauge that Theta can be worth somewhere in the range of $20 and $100 by 2025, assuming it can truly follow the way of YouTube, Jerk, and for the most part other famous video, real-time stages, notwithstanding. We believe that Theta will effectively hit this worth reach, assuming it forges ahead with its ongoing direction, and that implies financial backers ought to truly clutch their tokens till no less than 2025. However, while Theta can really be in every practical sense worth very much in 5 years' time, we most certainly feel that the token's cost will essentially keep on excess unstable throughout the following couple of months, or so they thought. Thus, on the off chance that you purchase at the ongoing cost and Theta hits express $50 in 2025, you will be checking a for the most part great return out. There is likewise the chance of Theta deteriorating or dropping throughout the long term, in which case you basically are checking a fundamentally huge misfortune out. To keep away from such a situation, we suggest purchasing Theta provided that you most certainly think it basically has the exceptionally potential to, in every practical sense, become one of the sort of top tokens by 2025, or so they essentially thought. This in a real sense is certainly not a truly simple expectation, thus you ought not be holding extremely a lot of this kind of token, except if you can in a real sense stand to lose your cash in an unpretentious manner explicitly. And we are amped up for Theta's true capacity, and we truly accept that it really can sort of become one of the top tokens by 2025 in an unpretentious manner. Nonetheless, it is hard to foresee how well-known video content will be a long time from now. Thusly, we certainly believe that settling on a decision on whether you ought to in a real sense hold Theta tokens till 2025 really is undeniably challenging, which is genuinely critical. We accept that Theta basically has a decent possibility hitting $10 toward the finish of 2022, yet this may likewise